Welcome to LinesToGo installation videos. Today we will be removing and installing transmission lines on a 2011 GMC Sierra with LinesToGo part number TCL-158-SS. While this particular installation is on a 2011 GMC Sierra, this set of lines will also work on the following year, make, and models as shown in your screen now. LinesToGo lines are made using original equipment end forms and fittings that are CNC bent for an easy and precise installation. We have also upgraded to stainless steel braided Teflon hoses for rust protection and to prevent surface fouling. These have an unlimited shelf life and anti-static PTFE liner. This set of LinesToGo lines are made from 304L stainless steel for rust resistance that exceeds OEM standards. Tech tip: disconnect the battery before working on a vehicle to reduce the risk of shorting out the battery on tools or lines. LinesToGo lines are made with a sectional design for easier installation. We also use color-coded unions on our sectioned lines. Just match the colors of the connections. Tools required: 7mm, 10mm, 15mm, 22mm, and a T20 socket and ratchet, flat blade and Phillips screwdrivers, transmission line disconnect tool, drain pan, jack and jack stands. The level of difficulty for this installation is considered to be easy. Start by disconnecting the battery using a 10mm socket. Using a T20 socket, remove the 4 screws securing the lid of the air filter housing. Loosen the band clamp on the intake tube using a flat blade screwdriver. Remove the PCV tube from the intake tube. Remove the electrical connector from the mass airflow sensor. Remove the intake tube and air filter lid from the vehicle. At the top right of the radiator, remove the plastic lock ring from the transmission line connection. Using a transmission line disconnect tool, LinesToGo part number 5834-01, remove the line from the quick connect fitting at the top of the radiator. Using a 22mm socket, remove the right front wheel. Remove the right front inner fender by removing the plastic push clips using a flat blade screwdriver. Remove the screws at the top and rear of the fender using a 7mm socket along with a Phillips screwdriver. Remove the bolt at the front of the fender using a 10mm socket. Remove the inner fender from the vehicle. Remove the lower line at the radiator from the metal bracket. Remove the plastic ring and remove the line using a transmission line disconnect tool. Remove the plastic front lower guard from the vehicle using a 15mm socket. Remove the 2 plastic brackets from the transmission lines. Remove the lines from the metal bracket located behind the front axle. Using a 10mm socket, remove the 2 bolts securing the metal heat shield to the passenger side of the transmission. Remove the plastic rings from the quick connect fittings on the transmission and remove both lines using a transmission line disconnect tool. Remove the two old transmission lines from the vehicle. To begin the installation of your new LinesToGo transmission lines, start by routing the new lines into position. At the bottom of the radiator, connect the shorter line into the quick connect fitting and replace the plastic ring over the connection. At the top of the radiator, connect the other line into the quick connect fitting and replace the plastic ring. Secure the line into the metal bracket. At the transmission, connect the line that goes to the top port of the radiator to the top fitting in the transmission. Connect the other line to the quick connect fitting and replace the plastic rings. Secure the two lines into the metal bracket and replace the two plastic clips. Replace the heat shield on the transmission using a 10mm socket. Replace the right front inner fender and secure it using the plastic push plugs. Replace the bolts using a 7mm socket and a Phillips screwdriver for the top and rear of the fender and a 10mm socket for the front. Install the right front wheel and torque to spec using a 22mm socket. Replace the front lower plastic cover using a 13mm socket. Install the intake tube and upper air filter housing back into position. Install the PCV tube. Tighten the band clamp using a flat blade screwdriver. Using a T20 socket, tighten the 4 screws on the air filter cover. Replace the electrical connector on the mass airflow sensor. Connect the battery using a 10mm socket. With the vehicle running in park on a level surface, check the transmission fluid level and top up as required. This concludes the installation of transmission lines on a 2011 GMC Sierra with LinesToGo part number TCL-158-SS. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions or would like to purchase the lines you saw today, please call us at 1-855-781-5992. Email us at info@linestogo.com or check out our website link below. And don't forget to take advantage of our free 2-day shipping. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe button below, and we will see you on our next video.